Welcome back. Looks like the pet's finished, so I will say let's go ahead and pull it out and bring it out. I also made a few things on one of my other characters, kind of help this guy along a little bit. So I need to go pick those up, and then what we'll do is we're going to run over, go ahead and do that daily mission terminal because we need some money, and those daily missions will actually help level this pet as well. So let's go ahead and knock that out. So we're going to formulate an egg. It says I got a token. Look at that. Alright, nice. Those can be used for stuff. We'll kind of go over some of those later. I was always told that creating or getting a token for beast engineering was almost impossible. So that's cool, we got one. So let's open the incubator and let's get out our dune lizard egg. So we made a reel, but I guess dune lizard might be the main category. So that's interesting too. I know a reel is part of the dune lizard family. Alright, so let's run out here. We want to go to our expertise. So we've got these, which are all going towards formulating a pet. This improves your ability to keep your pet happy, I believe. Yes. We're going to kind of go over some of that. We'll probably have to put some points in here at some point, but I'm not really going to worry too much about that right now either, because I'm going to go ahead and start putting points into being able to use the pet, like being able to get it to attack, being able to heal it. We want to get over here so that we can actually train it to do some skills. So I believe this one is creature knowledge, the ability to gather detailed knowledge about a creature. That lets you learn, I believe, how to train your pet. I don't remember. Here you go. The skill improves your chance to learn an ability that may be used to train your pet. So we're going to want to train the pet because the pet actually has some skills it can use, so it's very handy. And I'm going to show you a couple of those as we kind of go along as well. So okay, so we can convert this to a hollow beast. If you noticed in my little beast area, which is back here, I had a little purple, looks like a little purple cat thing walking around, if you ever caught that on camera. That's where I made a pet, just kind of playing around. It was a just no point pet, more or less. So I converted it to a hollow beast just to play around with it and see how it works. But we don't want to do that. We want to actually turn this thing into a pet. Alright, so it's been hatched. I'm going to go to this, and there is our dune lizard. And the dune lizard has all these stats. Again, it looks like 10, 15, 30, that's 46 plus 6, so that would be a 52 point pet. It doesn't really have any good skills, or it doesn't have any good health or anything of that nature yet, because it is level 0 basically. So it gives me a pet bar. I'm going to drag this pet down here to my actual bar so that I can call it. So there's our little dune lizard. We can name it. So we're going to name it, let's pull it over here, because it is a lizard. We're going to call it Little T-Rex, because we want him to be cool. Alright, so it gives me a pet bar, which gives me some skills. That one says 99999. I don't know what that is, so it probably means I don't have it yet. That is the follow. That's the tell it to stay. That makes it aggressive. That makes it passive. That is likely the attack skill. We do not have the attack skill yet because we have not trained it. So let's use our little trick. So we're going to go over to Beastmaster. We're going to use the Holocron of Knowledge. Again, that's a Beyond thing, which is really great because it allows you to do this. So B-Spec. we've reset our skills. We've got our attribute points back. Got to have one to the incubator to actually get anywhere because it goes to the two directions. So we want to teach the pet to attack. We want to be able to heal the pet. We want to increase the effects of the healing on the pet. Well, we can't do that yet because we got to put 4 points into this. So we're going to soothe the pet. So there's 4 points. So we then want to improve the beast ability. But here's something we want to do guaranteed. We want to be able to teach the pet. So we're going to go right there. I'm not going to worry about getting any new DNA yet. And I think I'm going to stop there. So I want to go over to squad because I want to start. Actually, let's look and see if we can get to this. Alright, so this skill, which is harmonious understanding, you and your pet are able to anticipate each other's needs, reducing the penalty when controlling a pet. You've got to have 8 points in Beastmaster. I only have 7 points total. So because I have a pet, when I use the pet, it is actually going to give me a penalty to attacks until I take this skill. So it's just a way to keep somebody from putting 1 or 2 points into it, having a pet, having a little bit of extra damage without actually, investing in it. And I'm sure it goes to a PvP setting or something of that nature. So we want to go ahead and spend some points. I think I'm going to take that out right now because I'm not worried about it as much. I do want to try to get into some of this other skills because we're going to ultimately need them. So, leadership. Let's go ahead and turn this on. We've got to put a few points into a couple of these things. I'm going to get that. It gives me another attack. So now I got a couple of attacks, and we'll train them. We'll train all this. Now we've got some abilities that we just learned. So let's pull our commands up. Let's bring this back up because I untrained the ability to use a pet. It took it off my toolbar, so I need to put it back. This is a mount. It's actually a mount that I originally had on him. So this is the one that everybody gets, and if you remember that screen that popped up, they kind of gave me a few rewards I could select. I had already selected this on this character originally before I remade him, so I just put it back on him. And on Kashyyyk, you cannot use a mount type vehicle, a speeder, except in the initial starting area. So you have to use an actual runaround mount. So I want to look at some of my abilities. Let's pull this up real quick. This is the profession screen, and originally I said we'll get back to it. I never really got back to it. So it's probably a pretty good idea to get back to it now, because every time it tells you as you gain a level, you kind of progress around this wheel. When you get to certain milestones, like when we hit 18, we're going to get this, which provides supply drop, which we want. It gives me a level 2 tactics, a group waypoint, and then it adds some skills to some of my current skills. It just kind of adds a couple of numbers to them. I originally said I thought I got my armor at 20, but it looks like I get the armor at 22. So we'll have to kind of rock along a couple of levels, but that won't take too long either. So all of my skills are up to date. We now have a beast tab. So we've got droids and all this good stuff, but we now have a beast tab, which we originally had, and that's where I got that extract DNA. Creature knowledge. We want to put this on my skill. We have to learn how to do things to be able to train the pet. You can do all sorts of tricks and stuff. You have the train pet ability. We want to revive our pet if it dies. We want to be able to heal our pet, so I'm going to put it right here on my toolbar. This is for a command that allows your mount to run faster for a period of time. I'm not using a mount right now, so I'm not worried about that. And there we go. So we've got those. I actually have the attack skill, so if I call my pet, that is the attack skill now. So I can tell it to attack. It's got not a lot of health, so let's go ahead and heal him. See what that does. All right, good. Healed him up. So now that works. So I'm going to drag this off screen because I don't need that there either. So little T-Rex is ready to roll. He's going to follow me. we're going to go over here and grab the stuff that I made. And then we're going to knock out some missions. Alright, this is all the stuff that I originally had again. And then we've got some new stuff. So I need a little money, and one of the things that you get from space missions is you actually get credit chips. As you kill things, you'll get money, and it accumulates as a credit chip, and you can trade those to your characters. So we're going to take those. Made a 30 slot storage droid. That'll give us 30 additional slots of inventory space on a droid we can call up, so I made that. This was actually his original clothes, and I kind of think it's cool looking, so I'm going to take those. And we'll equip that appearance, so we kind of get the original appearance of my character. This is a shirt that has some stats on it. These stats will affect these stats. That's the point of that armor. We wanted the armor because it gives us armor. This was the original armor the guy had. And this armor, this was the neutral armor, which is has a bluish tint to it. It gives stats. So each one of these pieces of armor gives stats, which then makes your character tougher. This has a condition. Don't worry about conditions in this game. They're not necessary anymore. Your armor used to actually deteriorate as you took damage, and so you were constantly having to buy armor, get new armor. And honestly, I kind of thought that was cool, but people didn't like it, so they took it out of the game. We made us a swoop. A swoop is a speeder. It's just a motorcycle. It is really good, and it's pretty much the fastest vehicle that you can get for just free. You can buy them on the auction house, or the bazaar is what it's called in this game. They run anywhere from 10,000 to 5,000 to 15,000. Normally, 10,000 would be about the right price because the person that make them, that's what it cost them, more or less, to make in value of resources. I made a weapon. It's a level 18 weapon. It's a pistol because we use pistols. The Hoagie is my weaponsmith. It's got a DPS of 160. What we're currently using has a DPS of 50. Now that's a level 1 item. This is a 160. It's 18. I don't even know if that's good or not. It was a pretty good build, but I don't know if that's a good one, or we'll get a reward item that's better. Here's a little rifle we looted. That's a level 15 rifle we looted. It's only 65 DPS, but most just trash things you loot. Like here's one we looted. It's a level 3 and it's 26. So every now and then you'll loot something really good, but most of the time these weapons are just for selling. This weapon just happened to have a socket available, and we're going to kind of get into sockets later, which are the skill attachments. When we look at this armor, it has the stats. Well, crafted armor, and you'll know if it has a socket because a crafted item is green. So like this is green. It's crafted. It has a socket. You can put things in these socket spots to make your character kind of beefier. Now, we're going to be using these as appearance, so appearance sockets don't make a difference. Only the actual, like, wearing sockets. So, like, this has a stat of +3 agility. If we put this on, it has nothing, but this has 21 agility and 24 agility, or stamina. It has no level requirement, so we're going to put that on. We've got a couple of power-ups. Power-ups are things that you can use. They give you a temporary buff, just like, so like I looted this, right? This is a hopeful trinket. It gives me a buff. It's reusable. So if I click it, it actually provides this little buff right here. Nope, that's my pet. There we go. Divided attention. Distracted actions of the beast, damage output modified by -25%. Because I've got a pet, I don't have the ability, then so we get a 25% penalty to our damage. When I get that one ability, it removes that. This is the lucky enhancement. It gives me 5 points to luck. That's what I just used. These power-ups will attach. So this is an armor power-up. I don't have any armor, so we can't use that one yet. This is a clothing power-up, so it'll go on the shirt. So we'll put that on the toolbar. When I click it, I'm going to get 69 precision for a period of time. It's got 26 charges left. Bunch of little things that just kind of make your character just a little beefier, a little bit stronger. They all kind of make a big difference. So we can't use this one, so let's get it out of our inventory right now. This is a skill enhancement attachment. This actually, let's see if these things, there's a weapon one, a couple of weapon ones, let's put those in here. So there's an agility and a constitution one, so we'll put these on our toolbar. Let's see, this was the clothing attach, where is it? It is precision, so that's constitution, that's agility. So let's put the agility on the toolbar. I'll put it beside my precision one. Okay, so this is food. We're gonna have to feed this pet. So let me grab that real quick, and we'll kind of play around. Talk about that a little bit as well. So this is a weapon. It has a socket. A socket takes a skill enhancement attachment. This is a weapon attachment. So you can put it on a weapon. It fills that socket. This was just kind of a junk one because I just had some low-level power bits. And when I go through that, the power bits and all that will kind of make a little bit more sense. This number can get as high as 35. If you stack a bunch of these 35 enhancements, and they call them 35s, you can make your character pretty beefy because little bitty enhancement changes make a huge difference in this game. 35s are kind of challenging to make. It took quite a while before I got to where I can make them consistently. I went through a lot of materials, a lot of resources, a lot of work to get it there, to kind of get the system down. I will jump on my character that can make that and put a video on here at some point because people always ask questions. How do you make 35s? Who can make 35s? If you get into that process, it's kind of some tedious work, but you make a lot of money doing it because people will pay quite a bit of money for one of these skill enhancements if it has 35s, like to the tune of almost 800, 900, 1,000, all the way up to 1,000,000. So you take this skill enhancement and you just drag it to the item that can use it. It'll ask me, do I want to combine these two items? Yes. Now this thing has stats. So when I use this weapon, when I equip it, and I can't equip it yet because it is level 18, I'm level 17, I'll get these extra enhancements as well. So that's extremely handy. Alright, so we got this droid. Let's go ahead and generate this droid. In order to do that, though, is you can only have one companion at a time, and a droid is considered a companion. The reason is this is a level 1 droid because it is just a inventory droid. All it's going to do is hold inventory items. You just need like a 30-slot bag is what it basically is. But I can't generate it because I have a pet out. So I'm going to put my pet up. I'm going to generate it, and now it just brought this little droid out. So this droid is a handy little thing. So what I'm going to do is, I'll show you. Let me kind of pull this out of the way a little bit. I talk to him, and it gives me droid options, inventory, and now I have a 30-slot bag. I can put that on, so I want to put that on. The swoop I'm going to generate. I can't use this weapon yet, so you know what? Why don't we put it over here? Now it just gave me an extra inventory slot. This is food. Let's put it over there. We're going to try to go through the food in a second to try to figure out what pet or what type of food my pet likes. You don't have any idea. We got a Beastmaster token. That was cool. Let's put it over here because we don't need to carry it right now. I'm going to drag that down because that's trash now. So it just gives you the ability to free up inventory space and put things that you're really not, using right now. It's really kind of cool. All right, so I like this look, but I want to put on my original look because I liked it better. So I'm going to equip. These things don't have any stats on them. They're not anything other than appearance items that I made on a crafter. So this one actually has stats, so I'm going to equip that one. These, I'm just going to equip the appearance. Oh, it will not let me do it because I already have things in those categories. Let's take a look. Let's see what I look like. I like that. That's cool. We're going to keep that look. All right. I like that. That's kind of like the original look, but it's a little different. So let's go with it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to run over here and we're going to go back into the beast area and we're going to grab food. And I believe I have one of every type of food, or hopefully most of every type of food. And we have to figure out what type of food this pet likes, because you have to feed your pets. And you want to feed them because that affects the happiness of the pet. And the happier your pet is, the more damage the pet does. So let's get over here to this little storage box. And then I've got Pet Pack, is what I call it, I guess. So let's drag it over here. So I'm going to put my pet up temporarily. I'm going to bring out a droid. I'm going to ask the droid to open up its storage. And I'm going to pull this over. Put that droid back up. I'm going to get out the pet. Open up my little pet pack. Drag this food over here. Close that. Alright, so let's pull this droid. Alright, so let's talk about a couple of things I have on this screen. If you look at this, you're going to see my pet right now is currently content. It's got a yellow marker, and it says your companion is content, damage output modified by 5%. Well, we want that to be better, so we're going to feed him, but we don't know what he likes. So you have to go through all of these different type of foods, and there's a bunch of different ones, to figure out which one your pet likes. And every pet is different. So if you make another lizard, if you were like, I want to make a second lizard, I want to have a aggressive lizard, and I want to have a tanky lizard, you would have to actually go through the process of trying to figure out what the pet likes again. It's really kind of interesting. Also, what I've got are dietary supplements. You see these things, dietary supplement G. These actually help your pet level. Now, there's supposedly some type of disadvantage of doing this. It levels your pet really quickly, but you're going to want this. Your pet is going to kind of become loyal, and it'll slowly become, a loyal pet. Then it'll be a, I don't know. I don't remember what the next level is, but ultimately you want your pet to be best friends forever. And I guess if you if you use these stems to speed level it, I guess there's some type of disadvantage or byproduct where it causes you to have to continue to level your pet for a long period of time before it becomes a best friend for life. Once it gets best friend for life, I believe it keeps it happier longer, all that kind of good stuff. We're not really going to worry about these because we're so low level that this pet's going to level very quickly. So I don't know if that's going to be a problem for us. So when we go and we ultimately make a 60-point pet, I might try to pick one off of this list just because I already have the stems. If not, I can make the stem that's appropriate because, each one of them, if you notice, it says it's for these particular pets. We might decide we want a 60-point lizard. So those are some more items. But we don't know what this thing likes, so what are we going to do? We're just going to pick one and we're going to feed it. And it says your pet accepts this substitute as a food source. So it does not love sour fruit. It's still just content, in fact. It didn't even make a difference. So let's try juicy fruit. It's food substitute. We'll try dry fruit. My pet absolutely does not like dry fruit. It says your pet does not like this. How about tender meat? It's a food source. All right. Stringy meat is a food source. All right. So cooked meat. We just hit pay dirt. Your pet seems very excited about eating this food source. So my pet likes cooked meat. So what I'll do is I will drag cooked meat over to my inventory, and that is the food that my pet wants to eat. So I'm going to open this. Now, you're going to see me do something that you can't do in this game normally. This is a Mandalorian storage box. They are the boxes that you can get during the anniversary event. I don't know if other servers have them, and I don't know if this is something they added, but I know it's on Beyond. On Beyond, you can actually get these. They are a 75 slot box, and they're incredibly good because you can put bags in them. You can put containers in the box. So if you're an organization freak like I am, you absolutely love that. So just a little byproduct. So we found the food that the pet loves really, really quick. So I'm going to put it down on my toolbar. We only have 23 charges of it. Looks like we got 23 charges left. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. Let me bring this down. Now, have you noticed this was yellow? Now it is, your companion is very joyous. This will improve its performance in combat as well as experience gain. Because it's happy, it gains experience faster, and that is huge. And the damage output is 10. As this goes up, I believe the pet's damage output can get almost to the point of 25% before you're even putting like a bunch of enhancements into it. So your pets can turn into pretty powerful powerhouse companion. All right. We've got the pet taken care of. We've got all of that taken care of. Let's bring up this. And I'm going to organize this a little better later. These appearances, we're just going to hang on to them for now. All right, I'll organize this a little bit better later. I'll do it off screen. But what we want to do is we want to generate our swoop. It is now on the... Oh, it says my pet has been stored. I'm not worried about that because I now have my swoop. And there it is. And this thing is fast. It's probably one of the faster things. You can tell it's a lot quicker than other deals. See how quick you move around? You're going to want to get your hands on one of those pretty quick. It'll make a big difference in your game. All right, so let's go get buffs. Let's go get all the good stuff. And let's run some missions. Let's do the daily mission terminal now.